What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Harsh Time Teggy. Just build it. So yes, we're back again with exhaust manifolds. And this is the fourth one. And hopefully this is the last one. Let's go. So we're back again with exhaust manifolds, and we've basically made a full circle, but this one's newer. The first one I had, SK2, was pretty much just off new. I mean, it was less than 50 miles on it. Then I decided we wanted to do something different with exhaust manifolds, try different companies. And then what I realized trying different companies is not all exhaust manifolds are made equal. The quality either was suffering, the tolerance was suffering, and fitment might have been just altogether horrible. We're gonna do an unboxing on the Alpha Series headers from SK2, and then I wanna talk a little about what I want to do to them. So let's go ahead, without further ado, and get this big box up here, because it's a big box. All right, so we've got this. This is what we got. Yeah, pretty big, pretty big. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this bad boy open. I'm gonna go ahead and get my razor blade out. If I can find it. Still getting used to the new toolbox. And yeah, I can't find it. So here we go. We'll just use this one. So we got this razor blade. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing out of here. There we go. There we go. Pull those out. And that retracts. And then from here, I think we need to just take this out there. There. And you know what? Let's just put it down here. All right, so in the box, we got that. SK2 book, stickers as usual. Skunk 2 always does a good job with these little black pamphlets. It makes it look really special. We got that. And then, other than that, there's nothing else in the box. We got what really matters, and here it is. The exhaust manifold. So listen, there is a little bit of a change on exhaust manifolds. If you haven't noticed, or maybe you haven't purchased one in the last few or couple of years, they are either not sold by certain WDs or distributors or retailers, or you're having to sign your life away in order to get your order shipped, or they're going to tell you we're just going to refund your money. And that is because certain federal regulations have kicked in by a bunch of complaining ass states. And now CARB and EPA have gotten involved, and so they've made it a harder sell for the companies. And I think if that's going to be the case, we're probably going to see a lot of, I don't know, maybe we see a decrease in manufacture on headers, except for people that make a good bit amount of money on them. So we're going to get this kit. You're going to get your donut gasket. You're going to get your hardware. Now, of course, this hardware likely I may not be using. I'll probably be using custom hardware. Just depends, but likely I'll be using custom hardware. And you have your bracket right here. And we're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy unwrapped so we can see what it looks like. And I'm pretty sure it'll look good. So let's get this out of here. Definitely better with the bubble wrap packaging over time. Used to be a little bit of a new, ooh, look at that. Talk about nice. Nice right here. Yeah, this is nice. Oh my gosh, this is nice. This is nice. Now, Skunk 2, of course, ran through a series of entities trying to copy and basically, not even just copy, just pretty much outright make a fake Skunk 2 intake or exhaust manifold. So as you see right here, you'll get your placards right here. You'll get your holographic sticker, which means it's authorized and it is their equipment. And I wouldn't doubt that some people are even trying to do that. Now, it used to be, there it is. So it's still there. And you'll have your tag right there for your Alpha Series. These are gonna be very nice, 4:2-to-1 collector. And this is the area where we were running into the problems with on other companies. The bolt tolerance here was just enormously over gapped, and it allowed for a lot of play in the headers. And with that being the case, it was a lot of slop, and it was just the whole thing. If we were gonna run into problems with the header eventually getting bumped, because we're on air suspension, if we were gonna run into problems with the header shifting, because we're on air. If you drop a little low, sometimes your headers can scrape, and if that happens, it gets off, and then you got exhaust dust and dirt soot on your nice polished block or your nice painted block. So yeah, you got your bong right here, but there's not much to it, but these are very well made. And it does matter about the tolerance. And although some people would say piping is piping, I do believe in that when it comes to sometime intercooler piping. But even there, you can see some subtle differences in quality. But there's just not been a set of headers that I've been able to acquire that were as good as Skunk 2. And just having the quality here really does matter. So there's an old saying out there, buy once, don't buy again, go something like that. But basically, you go cheap route, you're gonna spend money and money and money, then you're gonna spend as much money in cheap ones as you could have spent one time in quality and been a lot happier. So that is the case. Now, the only thing also here is because they're so polished that I don't know if I'll be able to get the coating I want on here because it's so slick. And that is another thing I was looking for in other exhaust manifolds or headers. And it just might be the case that I'm not going to be able to do that. So anyway, I'm very happy with Skunk 2, and also big shout out to Skunk 2 running a phenomenal sale. If you didn't catch, phenomenal sale. So if you can, catch them on sale. If you don't, spend the money. It's worth it. So that's this open box. We got a lot of parts coming in. We got some new parts coming in for the air rod system. So we will be doing unboxing on those. Just build it. Stay safe. Peace.
You kinda like Face at the end of the flick. The world was yours and you died on the shit. Wolfpack gang all over this bitch. Taking over YouTube, running that shit.